Hi, this is Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Thanks for taking a minute to listen in and watch. In a moment, I'll share with you some valuable information about this topic, FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. New way to be the landlord with less hassle. Can you afford a house in Los Angeles? Would you like to own a property for under $100,000? Somewhere across this nation? Well, we're going to talk about rental income homes under $100,000 and how that can lead to your financial independence and retiring early. This is a LA Loft blog post. Take a look at it on the LA Loft blog. If it's not showing up front and center when you arrive, all you have to do is type in the search box FIRE and it'll come up and you can read the article. So, for many money-savvy Angelinos, buying a home is not an option today. Even for those who could afford to buy a single-family home, most are not currently feeling that it's worth the financial risk, especially in a downturn, which we are in the beginning of a downturn. You can find out more details on that in the LA Loft blog as well, particularly for downtown and Los Angeles. Many millennials find themselves priced out of the homeownership in expensive LA, but that doesn't mean we cannot be in the real estate game. More and more renters are finding that they can own many properties, several, all over the U.S., thanks to the resources of websites like rentalincomehomes.com. It's an online platform for investment deals across the country. And LA investors are picking up more multiples of properties. And because they come with photos, investment profiles, and a management team in place, prospective investors do not necessarily need to see these properties in person when buying. Here's more about making money with FIRE. As Los Angeles gets more and more expensive, growing interest in the idea of passive income, it stokes the embers, growing the popularity of the financial philosophy of FIRE, F-I-R-E, Financial Independence, Retire Early. Awareness and demand for the FIRE method of wealth creation is also fed by growing skepticism of investment markets these days, and also dwindling faith in long-term reliability of Social Security. Thanks to technology and turnkey income properties with managers and tenants in place, it's getting less and less necessary for landlords to live in the same locations as their properties. Now, these properties are in smaller markets. They're not in Los Angeles or New York City. They are in some specific locations, smaller markets. They allow for greater monthly income for property owners. Investors have been finding the low price and high rents in growing neighborhoods just outside of depressed cities or formerly depressed cities or recently depressed cities, such as near Detroit, Chicago, and Tulsa. Now, Detroit is the only one that is known for being super depressed. But these are just some of the areas that are performing the best, where you could go in and you could pay very little money for a property in neighborhoods that a lot of people are moving into, like university students or upwardly mobile young professional couples and families, and they're paying a lot of rent in these properties that don't cost much to buy. Many of them cost under $100,000. So many FIRE investors travel extensively, and therefore they need an investment property that does not require them to be there in person. Here's one example. Cinematographer, filmmaker Justin Wells, and he shares his story. I'm going to let you go to the article and read his story about how and why and when and what happened when he bought his property, several of them under $100,000 with rents up to $900 a month. positive cash flow. So, and you could read, he tells all about his experience on the LA Loft blog. So the conclusion is FIRE is a huge movement that's happening right now. Some have called it a sort of a cult. It's a new line of thinking and activity of people who are getting into this. It's a huge movement with momentum right now, but a lot of people don't know where to start with buying a home out of state. So if you want to invest in cash flow homes, but the numbers don't make sense for you here in California, get a free list of nice homes in nice neighborhoods across the USA. They're leased out for you and professionally managed. You can get yourself a 20% return on an investment. So buy smart and have the tenant pay down the mortgage for you. So go to the LA Loft blog, fill out this form, rental income homes under $100,000. Okay? So that's it. And check out rental income. Well, my name is Corey Chambers. We're in Los Angeles. Thanks for again for checking out and taking a look and listen to this video and this article here. So again, this is Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Thank you so much, and you take care. Bye-bye.